All right, all right. Microphone is good. All right, I don't need this anymore. Turn you off. Dun, dun. Cool. I think that's about it. All right, then, guys. Welcome back to another stream here today. Or if you're watching this in the future, when this gets uploaded, welcome to another video. Hope you guys have been doing great and wonderful on this day. If I haven't said that already, I feel like I did already. It is Monday, start of the week. Let's see what this week has in store for us. All right, I think I got everything set up. I think everything's set up already. Let's go. All right. So let's see what's the plan for this stream here today. I think in the last stream we ended up working on with NPCs and enemies, and I even added a new enemy into the game. Like it was really quickly I was able to add it. So in this stream I feel like I'm gonna take a break from doing enemies, because I've been doing enemies for past, I don't know how long I've been doing enemies on streaming. And I think, you know, let's change it up today a little bit and come back to enemies later on. I think it's in a good spot. You know, they're able to spawn, do their own thing. I made it so that it varies. So what kind of enemies it will spawn in that area, in that spawner. And I'm able to drag any other enemy into the game, like the art, plug it in, and you already have an enemy already roaming around, right? You saw me in the last stream. I was able to add it pretty quickly. The only thing I need to work on enemies is I need to add at least another enemy or two when it comes to the dungeon. I maybe even be able to update the slimes to have different color, and different color will be determining how strong it's going to be. So I need to make that addition into that. Adding some weapons or like things that the enemies can carry, so they can use that as an attacking stuff, like sticks or something like that. Maybe a bow and arrow. I haven't added bow and arrows in this game. If I wanted to add that, and all of that stuff, right? So, but before I do all of that, I would like to be able to, let's see, hold on. So we decided to, you know, decide how the spawner should spawn in the outer world, which we did already, which is good. Decide what kind of enemies and all of that. I think I'm gonna delete this one for the time being, or what we can do is that we can move it after maybe doing some crops. Or you know what, let's do it after dungeon. After working on dungeons and making it way how the dungeons should look like, I feel like I should be in a good spot to start working on more enemies and continue working on it and adding anything additional stuff to it, especially with puzzle. You know, let's do it after puzzles. We'll come back to it, so that way I can figure out what the behavior of the enemies should do at this point, and anything additional, because I already have dungeons. I know how it's gonna look like already by this point, and I think this is a good spot to come back to it again. So we're adding, you know, bat or more stuff, adding new, let's see, let's put a bullet point in here, a bullet list. So weapons, and you can put it like such as like sticks, bow and arrow if I do decide. I'll put a question mark because I don't know if I would like to add that. It would be pretty cool though. Etc. Right. think it'd be in a good spot there for now. We'll continue adding more stuff to it if we have to later on. as we keep going, but I feel like this is a good spot, right? I have dungeons, puzzles should be kind of already in there. I think it should be in a good spot to start working on more enemies after that. And then with that, I can then decide what kind of quest I should do, and that should correlate on what kind of enemies I will have at that point. So cool. Cool. Oh yeah, hold on, while I'm putting this away, we're gonna figure out what's next. So the next thing is working on fishes here. So, and by fishes working on is be able to do the art for these. Do art. Right, so do art for these things. So I started doing already. I showed it in the last stream, or stream before that, what kind of fishes I have, and I would like to continue working on it. And I would love to start working on trout, like rainbow trout, and there's one more trout I'd like to work on. But first things first, before I even do any of that, is that I'd like to see how it looks with the current fish I have, and see if it correlates with how it looks in the game, and see if it looks good or not. So let's open my Aseprite here, and let's go with a largemouth bass, right? Let's see how that looks like in the game. So let's export this bad boy. Let's name it largemouth bass. Right, and I want to make sure it's all visible layers, which is only the largemouth bass that's on here, and make sure it's exported at the right location, which is not. So let's go into the game, assets, art. Ooh. Oh, just the music. Minecraft. It's been a while I haven't played Minecraft though. Alright, so I put it there, export it. Yes, I'm aware. Let's go into the game. Let's look into that area and make sure you export it correctly. It looks like it did. Let's go. Alright. Let's go into the database, load it, and we can change the texture path to use the new one. So assets, resources, go here, manage table. Oh, ooh. And it does not like that one bit. All right, well, let's make it bigger then. And let's go with the, I think they all have the path to it. Where's the path? Where did I put the path? I think it's probably under, yeah, it's under items. Cool, or just a largemouth. I'm gonna have to do it to all of them, I think. They all use the, yeah, thought so. So let's copy the path to here and just replace it with that. With the largemouth bass that I have. Do the same thing for the bluegill. Temporarily. For this perch. Smallmouth. I just want to make sure I'm in the right. I'm going in the right direction. Is there any other fishes in here? Here we go, a walleye. And that's it, I think. I go to torch, go back. It looks like it is. Double checking because this can be buggy a little bit. That looks okay. Just double checking that it is saved correctly. Cool. Alright, so let's test it out and see how that looks. I don't know if it's gonna work out right off the bat. We'll have to make some changes to it, but we'll see right now. All right, let's load into the game, shall we? All right, let's go into the water real quick. There's a big one in there. Let's add all of these. Let's set that bad boy up. We got the reel, line, and fish bait. Oops. There we go. Woo! I'm gonna break this one because this is way too. I ain't getting them. I got the small one. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Let me get you. I forgot to change it here. Okay. Let's see if I could get a bigger one. To release this little guy. Don't go anywhere. Hold on, let's release it to release his tension and then come back here. Okay. I think I would love to do some animations here, and you can see like the fish is kind of like flopping a little bit. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, let's continue working on these things. So the next thing I would like to work on or do the art for is going to be the trout. And I love the way that just like the frame of this one, because I do have some frames already that I started off with. So this is like the bigger fish, right? There's another one here that's a little bit more rounded. This one's a little bit skinnier, but I don't have like a base for this one. It's just a little bit more skinnier, right? And it looks, you know, I think this is a good base for the trout. So let's make a copy of that, turn that off. And what I got to do right now, let's unlock that. Let's remove all of this other stuff that I have here. And I'm gonna save this separately as a base, because I don't have one right now. I gotta delete this too. But if I do this, it's gonna delete everything. Well, I actually could do this though. But I gotta delete this other one over here separately. I wonder if I should just leave the gray stripes in it. No, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Did I delete them? No, I haven't deleted the other one yet. Okay. Might leave just this gray stripes there. No, let's go back. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. All right, I changed that to a brush. I mean, a pencil instead, and I can delete these this way. There we go. think that looks okay. Got to mute my phone. Mute my phone. Okay. I think that looks all right. Maybe I want it back. Not there, but okay, I think I'll just leave it like that. Cool. So this will be another base slimmer, I guess. I'm gonna move you down all the way down here, buddy. And let's turn you off. Let's duplicate this one again. And this is where my little trout will come in from. Let's start with this is a rainbow trout. That'll be pretty sweet. Cool. So let's look at how a rainbow trout looks like. So let me open a page. Let's do a rainbow trout. I'm gonna use like a real life reference to it. This looks nice. It's very spotty, huh? It's usually pink. What makes it a rainbow trout though? Is it because maybe depending on the shine when the sun hits it, it has all these different colors? Right now it's just kind of like greenish, pinkish, and kind of like tan in the bottom. Okay. We can start with that and see how that looks like. Let's try with this one here. I'm gonna put it on this size. So I'm gonna keep a lookout on this area over here. And you move it here, at least I can see chat a little bit still. Let's see, open image. Can I open image new tab? There's some bunch of ads in that one. Cool. So it kind of like starts from like that, like dark greenish brownish from the top. Is that even a thing? I'm sure I just do brownish and go from there. Let's see. Let's start with brownish. Yeah, I feel like I should have a hint of green though. Let's do this green a little and see how that looks like. Yeah, I'm looking at the fin, so I gotta change this fin a little bit. But let's look at the body first, the color, and then we'll work on that bottom part here. So it goes all like to his head a little bit. Right. Start from there. Kind of goes a little lighter. If you start pinkish is a little bit. How far does it go? It kind of goes in the gills a little bit. I'm gonna try out with the outline there. It's not to do all like the spot stuff as well. It doesn't look like probably also kind of like mixed stuff here. We can mess with that a little bit later. Then we can either it's gonna be this. No, it can't be that. Let's go with this screen again. We're kind of like going here too at the same time. I think it needs to be a little bit more brownish than greenish. It looks too green for me. Well, let's get this stuff out of the way. Maybe we can start working with the belly a little bit. You know, this is where the belly starts too. All right. You can also have pink coming out of here too. Oops. And that should be okay. Okay, so now that I have this, let's change it to a different color then. Maybe more of a if I change it to this color and then went a lighter color after it. Would that be any different if I did it? It changes the bottom one too. I still have to put all the spots. I haven't forgotten about that yet. Maybe it'll look better if I put the spots. No, I want it to be a different color. Maybe the green that I showed earlier might be okay. What about this green? Nah, I don't like that color either. That looks better. Okay, we go a little. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Start putting spots on it. Let's create a new layer here. And layer on top. As you can put some spots in it here. It has a whole bunch of spots too. Even on its tail. It doesn't really go on the belly area, but it goes everywhere on the top. Mostly on its head too, for sure. And it has it on the tail. I gotta change that fin a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. I gotta change the eye color. I don't like the eye color. Oh, I put it in the wrong layer. Hold on. Let's put you in this layer, shall we? Let's change this bottom one a little bit. Kind of looks like it. Let's ignore that a little bit. Goes back. We can do here. I feel like that'll be too long, maybe. No, I don't like that. I feel like it'll be too long if I make it all the way over here or something. Kinda. Trial and error here. Not too crazy about that though. Kind of like pops out, does this, and then. But I feel like it's way too big though. If I can do a little small one over here. I think I'll be happy with that. On the back side. Yeah, I'll be good with that. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Kind of like starts a little bit brownish on the, and a little bit pinkish too on the tail. Let's see. Maybe make some brownish stuff in here too at the same time. Not like fully pinkish, but yeah, that actually looks great. And let's do those to the fence as well. What I can do right now, real quick, let's create a new layer. A new layer. Let's put this. Put a black background here, and we'll move this all the way to the bottom. Either black or white, whatever. I think black will be fine, or just a little brighter, I guess. Nah. We'll see it from here. Okie dokie. I don't know if I'm doing anything with these gray lines here. I gotta change the color of that. I don't like it. I'll just do my own. There's a cloud over here. It's like a lot of brownish, kind of like dark muddy green. And either I'm not getting the right colors on it, or something. Oh wait, you know what? Ooh, I'm doing it wrong. On the wrong. Hold on. Whoopsies. Make this on a round layer. Alright, let's do that. Alright, let's change it up a little bit then. I'm gonna just go with this dark green, I guess, or brownish green. And just go with this on top instead. Let's see how that looks like later. I'm gonna keep tweaking this. Man, I'm changing those gray lines to maybe a different color then. Maybe. Just leave it like that for now. Do, 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 do. Oh, that's a black spot there. Some dots. A bunch of spots on top of here too. You know, have some spots over here. Just leave it like that for now. Alright, so let's come in here. I tried this earlier, I didn't really was crazy about it. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to actually do that. Noah. I'm doing great. You say you can't hear me? Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me now? All right. Give me a second. Hopper, welcome to the stream. Okay, all right. Welcome to the stream, Hopper. Hopefully you can hear me. I did make some mic changes and I tested it last night and it seemed like it was working. Or is it muted? Oops, hold on. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Good to know. Thank you so much, Hopper, for confirming that. Cool. All right. How are you doing, Hopper? Hope you had a great weekend. I'm debating if I like this or not. Maybe I can, let me see if I can change. Maybe to like something that fits it better, I guess. Okay, that looks better. If it looks better than gray. I'm good things. Spent the weekend working on the game, which was nice. Nice, that's awesome. That is awesome. What kind of game are you working on? Hopper gamedev. Is it that little froggy you have there? Okay, with the fish, I'm not sure the black dots work. They may be too dark. You think so? Let's try it out a little bit lighter and see how that looks. Trying to work out a good color for these. Alright, let's just see the black dots. Let's make it. Let's see. This fish is kind of like. Let's choose this, but make it a little darker green, I guess. Or is it too dark green? It might be too dark green, I think. But also, I don't want to match any of the other colors at all either. Maybe make it. I think this might be maybe a little too bright. I mean, let's take a look and see how that looks like though. Oops. It might need to be a little bit darker, I think. Let's see. Oh, this it kind of matches this too, which is kind of weird. Maybe I'll look better if I let's see. Polka dots. The frog is called Ribbit. Nice. I love that. That's awesome. See, I'm working on a 2D precision platform. I'm mostly a passion. Got it. Nice. I love platformers. Guess what I started watching? Well, is it that anime I mentioned last in the last stream? Shangri-La Frontier? Nice. What you thought about it so far? It's pretty cool. The intro song, yeah, it's a cool anime. I don't even know if I finished it. I have to check it out. Let's see if there's any new seasons that I have not seen. Alright, so I'm looking at some more images here just to give me more inspiration on colors. I'm only a couple episodes in. Nice. Well, hopefully you keep watching, because I think it's a pretty good anime so far. Trying to think if there was any other animes that's similar to it, besides like Solo Leveling or something. Alright, so I'm here just looking at other images and see if I can get some inspiration here. So this one looks pretty nice, but this one kind of looks like a salmon to me, almost. It looks pretty cool. I got another one here that's in brown. It looks like a salmon too. Maybe. I really enjoy Solo Leveling. I rewatched it a couple times. Nice. Yeah, Solo Leveling is great. It's really good. I'll probably rewatch it a couple times. I only watched it once. I'm waiting for the next season if that ever comes out. Because usually, what they say, like one episode takes like forever. It's crazy. It's crazy how long it takes, and it looks really good because of that. Yeah, nothing here like screams out to me like, hey, this looks really cool, let me see if I can do it. Kind of looks cool. I don't think it will fit in the game though. That's a salmon for sure. I'm not surprised the animation is so good. Yeah, let's see it's all. How long does an episode of Solo Leveling take? One episode takes 10 to 12 months to produce, almost a year per episode. That's crazy. And you can actually see it because it looks really, really good, you know. $10 to 12 months, that's a lot of work. Alright, well, I guess I just gonna keep working on it. I mean, this looks okay. I just feel like it's you know what, there's other fishes in here. All the stickers. Maybe like that one on top kind of looks like it. What if I put more green on it rather than brown? Let's put that away. Yeah, you know what? Let's go over to like a really kind of be. Oops, wrong layer. Give me 1 segundo. My chat at. Maybe have more dots on top of the fish. Maybe. I think so. Hold on. Let's see. Where did my fish go? There we go. Let me try this out real quick and see if it looks better. I feel like that's a little too dark though. A little too dark. Well, let's see. This is I'll see if it looks any better or not. If I did this instead. That not really. Not really. Ariel, welcome to the stream. Now let's revert it back a little bit. I mean, not like the green part of it. Definitely the brown more what I'm looking for here. Do 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 do. I wish it can be. Let's see. No, I think green is fine. Maybe darker green. Do, 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 do. And then put more spots. Let's make these a little bit. It's two together with the other ones over there. Do that. I can delete this one. This is without the spots and then with the spots. Need to fix this a little bit. Too pinkish down here. Maybe I can do that. What's that? Okay. Should be there. That's not what I wanted to do. It'd be like super gray. Oops. No. Need more brownish on top. Let's go with this one. All right, I think it's looking good. Nice. I can always tweak it a little bit more later though, but I think that's on the right. It's on the right track though. Cool. Cool. Let's look at another fish here. Winnie the Pooh, welcome to the stream. No, you might be talking about somebody else. That is not me. Actually, you know what you can do instead? Let's do this instead. Let's do this instead. I'll save it. Put this off. Let's merge the dots with the fish. Let's merge it down. Now the trout is with the dots now. And let's export all of these. So I did the mouth. We got this guy. Let's export this guy out. It'll be a small mouth. Well, I like to actually start seeing these guys in the game and see how it looks. Let's see. We gotta export. It's in the right location. Yep, this. So let's export this. That is okay. And let's do this guy. Export this guy. Export that. Again, got catfish. Export that. And then do this guy. Cool. So not that they're in end game. Oops. Now that they're in the game now, let's go into the database, manage it. And let's go. Yeah, I should go to the items. I might end up deleting some of these. Can I rename these? I can't rename it, huh? Lame. Yeah, and up until I actually have these guys, I'm probably just gonna delete these guys for now. I don't have a perch yet. I don't have walleye. So I did the fish, I already updated that. We got this smallmouth, and let's update it with the smallmouth. Copy path. Let's update it with the smallmouth. Is that the only one? I wish this plugin had the ability to sort. That would be amazing here. Now I'll have to look for all of these and see if I have it. They got fish largemouth. That's all I have, so let's add the other ones then. So this smallmouth to do fish catfish. Alright, so let's do that. Let's get the fish here, copy path. For the texture. Catfish. This doesn't need to be a single. Catfish. What do the other types have? Is it just fish or something? Yeah, fish and one. Cool. Let's add the next one, which is fish tilapia. And let's get the art for that. Nope, I'm in. Copy path. And fish. I misspelled that. Tilapia. It's not a single. Fish. One. And I think I have one more to go, which is the rainbow trout here. Rainbow. Let's copy that. And put it as an ID. We get copy path. It's a fish, and there's one here. Nice. We got tilapia, catfish, and then we have the other ones here, which is the largemouth and the smallmouth up at top. I should probably rephrase this a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, and the other one I need to do is do it in here. I'll probably leave these in here. It'll be fine. I just need to add the catfish and the other ones. So this is a catfish. And if anything, I probably just copy whatever the other ones have. Fish, tilapia, a catfish, tilapia, and then the rainbow trout. Let me double check. Got rainbow. Oops. All right. What these having here, which is catfish, fish, tilapia, and fish, trout, rainbow. And I guess I'll just copy whatever the other ones had, just temporarily. That I can copy that. Ooh. Wait, I need to copy this too. Hold on. Until I actually have the right size for these guys, I was just gonna put whatever this one had for right now. And it's 1505 here. 1585. 1585. 1585. And then this value down here. Got that. Got that. Got that. And it's 12 and then 12.5. Okay. So 12. Yeah, I thought so. That can be so buggy if you don't do it correctly. Cool. I guess I just need the stamina one. It's 0.1, 0.7, 0.1, 0.7. Or is it the other way around? Forgot. Oh, I got it right. Point 1, 0.7, 5. 0.1, 0.7, 0.5, and then for stamina, 0.1 on the bottom here. Until I actually have the correct values. This is temporary for now. Cool. So let's double check that everybody has values in it at least. Oh, was this 34? Weird. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's save that. Come back out. And let's do a testing. Let's see if I didn't mess up anything. Let's see if I didn't mess up with anything. Do 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 do. All right, let's grab all of these. configure my rod, do the reel, baits, the line. Bam. Oh, I got a trout right here. I gotta change this image over here. I forgot. I gotta update that. Okay. I got this little guy over here that I just got. Rainbow trout. 10 inches, 24 pounder. Hey, let's release you back, my boy. And let's see if, what else I get here. Well, another trout here, rainbow trout. Let's go. Ooh, look at that monster over there. Ooh, a smallmouth. Yeah, it'll be cool later on. I have to do like polishing stuff. Maybe if the fish animates a little bit, that'll be pretty nice. And I feel like the fishing needs some type of like camera movement or whatever. More animations when it comes to actually when you're hooking the fish. So right now it's pretty static. Oh, buddy, is a big boy over here. I ain't happening. Maybe can I still get it? That'll be interesting if I could get it. Oh, I didn't get it. Damn, it was already moving. I don't think I would have gotten him anyway. Like I would like to work on the animation, so like the rod is moving or something. That'll be pretty nice. Ooh, I got a knoll? What is this? Whoa, I got a brand new fish I never added into the game. Knoll. Interesting. How did that happen? Release. How did that happen? Unless I'm actually iterating to all the fishes, which then grabs it from. I think that might be the reason why I got null. I didn't want to delete this because I didn't want to remove all the values they had already, but I may end up doing it. If it's actually grabbing all the fishes to determine what to spawn in that pond. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I feel like I am, and I use this ID to then grab it from the items to retrieve the textures and all of that. I think that's what's happening. This is weird that it said no. So I'm gonna have to say bye to you guys for now. And then walleye too. At least I have these guys to test them out with. Should have gave me an error though. Should have gave me an error. An error. All right, let's go back to the water. Let's just do some more fishing. All right, let's go in here. Let's put the reel in here. Let's put this in the line. Put that in there. Exit out. All right, let's see if I get that no again. All right, got a small mouth. Release that bad boy. Ooh, we got a little big boy over here. Almost big boy. Bam. Ooh, we got a tilapia. Let's go. Nice. A 32 pounder. Release that guy. Nice, got a trout over here. Did I get all of them? I'm waiting on the catfish, huh? Still no catfish yet. Oh, this guy. Got an old tilapia there. I gotta look into that image and see how it's set because I need it to change it to the correct one. A little small mouth. Release. Oh, there we go. Catfish. Let's go. Waiting if maybe I need to make this a little bit, I don't know, a little more brighter. Or maybe once I do more polishing of the art, maybe it'll bring out more of the color. It looks too dark to me. Where's my monitor? Hold on. Yeah. I'll be a little too dark, I think. It looks okay. Okay, another catfish. Whoa, that was quick. I wasn't even paying attention to that. And now I'm getting a whole bunch of catfish now. Where you guys come from, huh? Release. Okay. Well, let's look into the UI. Is it an easy fix or do I need to do some finagling on that? Where's the UI manager stuff at? There you are. A fish caught, it has its own UI. Yeah, well, hold on. Where's the data being set for this guy here? Does UI manager set that too? Because it has no script on it. Or is it a C++ class? Yeah, it looks like it is a C++ class. Hold on. Let's open my C++. Let's see. You got UI. Come on. Come on, Visual Studio. You got it. UI fish cots. Do, do. Oh, fishing. Here we go, UI. Fish, 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 fish. There we go. All right, so that's where we set the stuff: name, label, collection. Yeah, I don't even use the texture on it. All right, well, let's use it then, I guess. What type is it? What type of the texture act? Okay. Class texture act. And we can go texture. Then we can retrieve it. Oops. In the texture. I think it's just called texture rec, right? Yep. All right, so when we get the data, it's just actually, you can do this here. Perfecto. And then we get the texture. Put on top of this. With texture, we can then texture rect. Maybe set the texture on this. Set texture, which is that. And I believe I need a resource manager here. Get load from path or load image from path. I guess I can just load from path. Now pass the scene path to it. And if I remember correctly, I believe this is called texture underscore path, or is it just one letter? Let's check the database real quick. Check items, let's go fish. And oh, it's dash. I see. Texture dash path. Texture dash path. I think this should do it. Let's build it. Alrighty. Cool. And it's running. Let's try it out and see if we can actually get that working. Either will work or will crash on me because I did something wrong. Or it will not do anything. Okay, let's add that. Let's add that. Let's get the real line bait. Alright, guys. Come to daddy. There we go. Nice. Look at that. Actually got the fish showing up in that. Release this bad boy. Get another one over here. Cool. I'm actually seeing it on top. Cool. Release. Actually might be there we go. We got a large mouth actually showing up on top. Cool. Release. Yeah, I got. Nice. I got the catfish too. Cool. Nice. Yeah, Hopper. Yeah, thank you. Alrighty. Well, there's definitely some polishing I need to do with the fishing a little bit. Like for the fishes right now, it snaps to the bait right away, and then instead of snapping to it, it should actually move towards it and then attach itself. Add some animations to the character, maybe some camera movement to make it look a little bit more intense. And of course the UI, I need to update it so it doesn't look like this box thing on the right side. And make the fish animate a little bit as well in here. Maybe some particles of water coming down from it or something. That'll be pretty nice. But that's polishing stuff till later. And then also making sure you get the correct weights for all of these fish. But that's till later as well. Cool. Cool. Now let's go to Trello board again. So we got a trout already, even though well, actually not really. Hold on. Can I rename this? Because I would like to add more than one. At least one more. We got the rainbow trout out of the way, right? So let's say rainbow trout. And I would like to add one more though. It'd be like the brown one. So I'll have to come back to that. Add the bluegill, carp, walleye, striped bass, white bass, perch. This is all the ones that I have so far. I still need to do all of these other ones, the art for sure. And just keep tweaking them. And then got this guy over here. I may end up tweaking a little bit more. Not too crazy about it, but it looks pretty good so far. I gotta change it so it looks pretty good in the game as well. But cool. I think I'm about to call it now, guys. This should be good for today. Created a rainbow trout and adding it into the game. Ooh, cool. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, a wonderful night, depending on your time, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for being here on the stream, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. It's crazy how time flies. It's almost 2 hours, you know? But anyways, guys, heading out, signing out. Have a great day. Thank you, Hopper, for being here as well.